2 seconds. 3 seconds. Just prepare my creative mind. It's a Valentine's special. Happy Valentine's Day. Don't tell me it's Happy Valentine's Day. That's right. Right on time. It is definitely still February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay. So today, for this Valentine's Day, we're writing a fan fiction. What, Sarah? That's what we do. Oh shit. Let me lower the volume. I apologize. Sarah, that's what we did last year, Sarah. What the heck? But this year it's gonna be different. You know, I'm fulfilling all of your guys' dreams this year. That's right. So it should have been last year. You know, last year is what's it called? Oh my god, it should have been last year's stream. The what's it called? Reader X. Seira Sitara fan fiction. That's right, that's right. Oh, that is not even. There we go. That's right, that's right. It's fulfilling all of you guys' dreams. Let's make this a little bit bigger. That's right. Bam. ChatGPT? No way, this is Google Docs. We don't use ChatGPT in this household. We use our creative minds. We use our creative minds. So, how should we start? What should a setting be? What do you think the setting should be? Yeah, this is a pre-recorded stream. Why would it be a pre-recorded stream? Why would I pre-record this? This is happening in real time. Excuse me. Excuse you. Excuse everyone. Huh? Anyways, you know, I haven't seen a single Seira Sitara fanfiction out there, and you know, I was quite offended. So I was like, why not do it yourself? You know, Valentine's Day is coming up pretty soon. Why not do it yourself? A fanfic Sonic X Tentacle Monster of Vanilla. What do you mean Sonic X Tentacle Monster? What the heck? Oh shit! What the heck is this? Oh shit! There we go. What should the setting be? Like, what setting should there be? Like, where should it be set? You know, at a cafe, at a school, at a, well, let's not do school. At a cafe, at a supermarket, at the whatever it is. Start in your city and make sure name it. No, we're not gonna do that. Where should it be at? Cafe, supermarket. Those are the only 2 places I got, huh? The mall. Valentine's Pass. Shut the fuck. I see my foul language. Oh my god. Please kindly shut the heck up. I wasn't able to do it yesterday because I was at my nephew's birthday party. It was a super boring party, by the way. No offense to my nephew. He's just 1 year old. He didn't plan it. His parents did. But oh my god, it was so boring. I was told there would be games. There were no games. Not a single game. All we did was eat cake. And then that's it. Eat cake and have a meal. And then that's it. No games. That and you know, I had to go back 3 hours back home. Should start after Sarah goes off stream dejected after losing so many times. And it's not gonna be a streamer setting. That'd be no. It's gotta be. I can't. My mind cannot comprehend that kind of setting. Supermarket, specifically the meat department. Ooh, I like your thinking. I mean, I don't really like it, your thinking, but you know, it's not a bad idea. Okay, let me just. We're doing Times New Roman. Was it Times New Roman? That's what we're doing. Supermarket specifically. Well, no. Once where? Oh my god, shit. Once upon a time. Should I make the font bigger? I feel like I should make it bigger. To 18? Once upon a time at the supermarkets. A young person stumbles. That's you guys. You. Stumbles inside. In distraught. That's right, in distraught. It was... Oh, shit. Did I spell that wrong? Distraught. No, I spelled it right. I don't know. Okay. Whatever. Do you make this heterosexual or LGBTQI? It could be anyone. That's why it says a young person. It could be anyone. You just need to get fresh meat for dinner, and we, the readers, want that same meat, and you only have one thing of said meats. You need to get fresh meat for dinner, and we, the readers, want the same meats, and they only have one thing of said meat. Okay, but this is gonna be from both POVs, I think. I think it's gonna be mostly from the reader's POV. We duel for and we fight till death for a while. We'll see when we get there. A young person you stumbles up inside distraught. It was Valentine's Day! Exclamation point, 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 exclamation point. And even though you had no dates as of yet, who knows when another young person will confess to you today. Not you, that's for sure. That's for sure. Not you, that's for sure. Oh man. Valentine's Day. And even though you had no date as of yet, who knows when another young person will confess to you today? Not you, that's for sure. That's why. That's why you had to have something or something prepared for this totally upcoming dates. Young Sarah Impost, how dare you? How dare you? Then once upon a time after last Saturday. Today at the supermarket. It was Valentine's Day, and even though you had no date as yet, that's why you had to have something prepared for this totally upcoming date. Because surely you won't be single for long, right? Fuck. I mean, it is Valentine's Day after all. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation points. You look far and wide for the specific type of meat you wanted, which was duck meat. Then we see our crazy ex enter the store until we jump over the deli meat counter to hide. I see. Do we have the same crazy ex? Why would both of you guys? Why would both of us jump over the counter to hide? Come on. You look far and wide. Oh shit, whites. Come on. Wide. For the specific type of meat you wanted, which is duck meat. Cause who doesn't love ducks? Anyways, you finally find it. hiding under the regular beef meats. Beef meats. Just as you, what's it called? What supermarket has duck meat? Are we at an Asian market? Every supermarket has duck meat, excuse you. Just as you were about to reach out for it, something hit you over the head. You over the head, making you... Something hit you over the head, making you stumble a few steps away from the meats. Away from the meats. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? You think to yourself as you feel a bump growing on your head. And there she was. And there she was. The most beautifulest, gorgeous, beautiful, most gorgeous, oh shit, awesome looking, awesome looking, with that half and half colored hair. What the duck, man? That's true. What the duck? That's a nice pun. I should have done that. Or are you getting your duck meat? I never really thought it was too expensive. They were too broke for duck meat. Really? I don't know. I've never had to go get duck meat by myself before. I've never had to. No, I mean, I have had duck meats, but I don't think I willingly ever bought duck meats for a recipe. No? The most beautiful, gorgeous, awesome looking with that, especially with that awesome looking comma, especially with that half and half two-toned hair, half and half two-toned two-toned colored hair. Woman, you have ever laid your peasant-like eyes upon. Oh my goodness. She's so beautiful. Beautiful. You thought to yourself. You thought to yourself. But what was it that hit me? Was it that hit me? And there it was. It was in that gorgeous woman's hand, a hammer. This bitch about to kill me. What the heck? Wait, no. Okay, a hammer. Okay. Most beautiful is indeed. Please. But what was it that hit me? And there it was, in that gorgeous woman's hand, a hammer. Okay, so they've officially met, you know, at the supermarket. She hit him over the head with a hammer. Why? Because... let's find out why. A hammer? What the heck? What the heck? You thought to yourself. This woman might be the most beautiful, gorgeous, fuck, how do you spell it? And I don't know, otherworldly being I've ever laid my eyes upon. But she must be batshit insane. Why? What the heck was... What the duck was that for? Exclamation point, question mark, explanation point, or something, whatever. You yell at her. You yell at her cause... Dude, what the heck? Wait, what type of hammer is she holding? Be specific, Sarah. What type of hammer? You want me to Google different types of hammers? A normal type. My goodness. Let's see. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sold. Let's see. What the duck was that for? You yell at her cause, dude, what the heck? The hammers that doctors use, exactly. The hammers that doctors use. That's the last meats. That's the last duck meats. She simply says. As she reaches out for the same duck meets your peasantly hands. Peasantly. Fuck, why do you keep... Peasantly hands were reaching out for. Tough shit, I reply back. No, you don't. No, you don't. I get to decide what you reply back with. Why not a hammer drill? I don't know. I ain't dating anyone holding a hammer from Walmart. It's not a hammer from Walmart. There are no Walmarts in this universe. Okay? Only Targets. I physically question. I say with my face cause I see her reaching. I see her hands. Almost reaching for the duck meats. And I stumble into action. That's right. You! My goodness, what the heck? This is not me. What? I'm not. You see her hands almost reaching out. I mean, this is your POV, but still. And you see her hands. I say with my face, cause I'm embodying this character too much. You're peasantly. You snooze, you lose. I take. I snatched it up quickly and remembered that some people have no manners. Excuse you, that's not how it goes. You see her almost reaching out for the duck meat and you stumble into action. You spy in the corner of your eyes. You spy the corner of your eyes. What do you guys spy? What do you think you guys see in the corner of your eyes? A weapon, obviously, but what type of weapon? A weapon to use? No, something equal to a hammer. What do you guys see? What do you guys see? It's gotta be something equal to a hammer, you know? Nah, not a drill. I don't think you could use, not a drill. That would be too grotesque, you know? And it can't be a hammer, because, you know, a hammer versus hammer, come on. Something equal to a hammer. Could be a mallet, it could be a sledgehammer, it could be a club hammer. Oh, actually. Well, it could be a club hammer. And then, you know, I could specify what type of hammer Sarah's using. I'm using, you know. It could be a wrench, it could be a rock, a stone, a shoe, a fish. My own fist. You're gonna use your own fist against a hammer? Do you want to break your... Okay, fine. Fine. In the corner of your eyes, your own clenched fist. An idea pops into your head. A stupid one. Nope, we're doing fist now. You'll later lament. You'll lament on later. You'll lament later. Yeah. A stupid one he'll lament later. You're gonna punch her. Punch her. You decided. You're gonna punch her, you decided. You let out a very lame battle cry as you get ready. As you get ready for war. For that duck meat. For the duck meat, you think. Shit. For the duck meats. You think to yourself. Oh shit, oh man. Okay. For the duck meats, you think to yourself. And then the battle cry will sound something like a dying horse or something. What the shit? You hear her mumble as she readies her own weapon, the hammer. Just as you were about to punch to deck her in the face. She sprung into action. There goes your... just as you were about to deck her in the face, she sprung into action. Holy shit! You scream as the hammer she slammed onto your fist. You scream as the hammer slams onto your fist. As the hammer slams onto your fist. It was broken. Your fist, that was. Your fist, that was. Anyways, I love this fanfic stream, Sarah. Thank you for this. You're welcome. Haha. No, just bringing everyone's fantasies into life. That's right. That's me, Seira Sitara. When is the T-Rex gonna sneak up? like at the end of Jurassic Park and eat this lady. Excuse you, this lady will beat that T-Rex up. Huh. Anyways, you quickly grab, not you, anyways, she quickly grabs the duck meats and runs off, but not before leaving the evidence, the hammer, in case you guys didn't know, in her wake. The evidence, the hammer in her wake. She runs off. You see her run out of the store, out of the supermarket, without paying, and the alarms ring as people corner you. People start to corner you. As people start to corner you. I'm not rewriting this like last time, dog. Why would you need to rewrite this? This is a masterpiece. This is a masterpiece. Fuck. You say to yourself. You murmur. You murmur to yourself. My meat. My meat. Let's see. And then this is like later in the day. Later and in the day. Afterwards, fuck, you murmur to yourself, my meats. And not the oh shit. Oh wait, oh man. And not the type you're thinking. And not the type you're thinking. Afterwards, while you were walking out of the police station for questioning, and answer. Afterwards, while you were walking out of the police station for questioning and answering their questions. I'm not described this part. Answering and telling them about, and telling them, the cops, about the district, about your beautiful, about the woman's beautiful, fuck, stupid keyboard, woman's beautiful features. You glance at across the streets. There she was again. There she was. I was thinking of bacon wet meat. What are you all thinking? Also, Gundam. Writing. What do you mean? This is peak writing. I don't need any help. This is peak writing. Excuse you. Let's see. There she was, talking to crows. What the duck? What the duck? You come closer to her. Discreetly. You come closer to her discreetly. You come closer to her discreetly, obviously, because if she sees you, she's gonna and I'll beat you up with a hammer again. Come closer to her, discreetly. Without making a noise. Duh, that's what discreetly means. I'm just trying to fill in space. Any noise as not to alert her of your presence. How to say discreetly in words more than 5. Noise so as not to alert her of your presence. Pick up that money. That money. You hear her tell the murder of crows. As she dangles pieces of raw duck meats in the air, gesturing as she yeah, that's right, in the air. The crows pick up there she is, Officer Marley. Let's see. Let's see. The crows. One of the crows pick up the $1 bill on the ground. One of the crows pick up the $1 bill on the ground and hand it to her with his beak. Good job, she says as she feeds the crow with the duck meats. With a piece of duck meats. Is she teaching the crows how to steal money from passerbys? What the heck? What the heck? I think I might be in love. You think to yourself, that's right. It's my story, so whatever I say goes. What the heck? Is she teaching the crows how to steal money from passerbys? What the heck? I think I might be in love. Come on, I might be in love. You think to yourself. You make yourself known from behind the bushes. 'Cause you're low-key kind of creepy like that. But that's okay, because aren't we all? Aren't we all? Oh my god, why is writing so hard? F you, Crow, I need that $1 bill. No, that was my $1. That was my $1 bill that I purposely left on the ground to teach a crow to pick up, okay? Ahem. You make yourself known from the bushes because you're kind of people like that, but that's okay, because aren't we all? Oh my god! The woman screeches. Hair whipping back. Beautiful. Beautiful blue colored hair from one side. Whipping back as she turns her head to look at you. Hello there. Thou loveliest. Thou loveliest of ladies. Thine has ever laid mine eyes upon it. Upon it. Hello there, thou loveliest of ladies, that has ever laid mine eyes upon it. I am here to ask you to be my Valentines. Por favor. You say as you get on one knee, your casted hand dangling. Your casted hand dangling down your side as the murder of crows. Look upon the scene with confused ferocity. That's right. Confused ferocity. I am a master. Mind. Oh my god, I'm a master at writing chat. Look at that. Hello there, thou loveliest of ladies, thou hast ever laid mine eyes upon. I am here to ask you to, oh my god, spelling mistake, to be my Valentines, if you don't mind. If you would be so willing. Oh my god. If you would be so willing. Milady. Milady. You say as you get on one knee, you're casted. You casted. Come on. Your casted hand dangling down your side as a murder of crows look upon the scene with confused ferocity. What? You hear her mumble under her breath as she looks at you. Oh shit, okay. Oh, what gorgeous eyes. Oh, what gorgeous eyes. You think to yourself? What have I done? You think to yourself? What have I done to be so deserving? Fuck. To be so deserving of being looked at upon with those heavenly eyes. Heavenly. Oh my god. Ugh. Heavenly eyes of hers. You stare at her. You stare at those eyes. Stare at her intensely. Kind of looking like a murder. Kind of looking like a murderer. Low-key. Lady, my buddy smacked his eagle in his face. I was trying to say it's not office. She's Fem Odin from Norse myth. Fem Odin? And I fed seagulls chicken, but never duck meat to crows. Never I've never me neither. I don't think that you should do that either. I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's healthy. I don't think you should do it. Don't take advice from a random fan fiction online, okay? Oh, what gorgeous eyes, you think to yourself. What have I done to be so deserving of being looked upon with those heavenly eyes of hers? You stare at her intensely, kind of looking like a murderer, low-key. We then humbly brag that we are a pro Call of Duty gamer and explain how the game works in vivid detail. I know how the game works, though. I can't do that. So I can't bring it justice if I add that part in. Prove yourself to be worthy of, to be deserving, prove yourself to be deserving and to be worthy, to be worthy of my hand. To be worthy of my hand, she says. What must I do? You ask the lovely lady whose name you still do not know. Whose name you still do not know. Whose name you still do not know. You still do not know. Sarah feels bonita. I am bonita. Do it anyway, Sarah. No, I can't bring it justice. That stare with those big gorgeous eyes. What must I do? You ask the lovely lady whose name you still do not know. Castrate yourself. She simply says. What? Castrate yourself. Wow, okay, this is getting PG R-rated, huh? I should change this up. Don't worry, you won't actually have to castrate yourself. Don't worry. I don't like the direction that this is going anymore. Huh. We then pull out our Yu-Gi-Oh deck and begin dueling her. Yu-Gi-Oh is not involved in this. Come on. It could be Beyblade. No. Let's see. Where do I go with this? I can't make you guys castrate yourself. That would be PG. That would not be PG-13 anymore. That would be like PG-18 or something. Where do I go with this? Surely you must be jesting. Don't worry, I can save this. I can save this. Be jesting. Surely you must be jesting. You begin to sweat. You say as you break out into cold sweats. Don't worry, guys. I can save this. I am. She says as she begins. Wait, give me a sec. BRB. Okay. Okay. I'm back. I am, she says, benevolently. Then we didn't give her the aura form, Seira, and our face turned into Giga Chat. That would never happen. Benevolently, she says benevolently. Ha 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 ha. You burst out. You burst out into laughter at her hilarious joke. The policeman pop up and arrest a beautiful, wonderful, awesome woman. No, that doesn't happen yet. Goku will save the man from being castrated. Goku doesn't appear here. Goku will save no one. Here, let's see. Ha 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 ha! He bursts out into laughter at her hilarious joke. Ha 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 ha! She joins in. She joins you in the laughter. She joins you in the laughter. She joins you in laughter. I am Seira Sitara. Seira Sitara. She says. I'm Seira Sitara, she says, giving you her name. Her name. What a beautiful name. Befitting for a beautiful lady as yourself. Beautiful lady as yourself. Such as yourself. As yourself. Such as yourself. What a beautiful name! Befitting for a beautiful lady such as yourself. You bow to her. You bow to her. Then what happens next? I gotta think on this. Let's see, I am Seira Sitara, she says, giving you her name. What a beautiful name. Befitting for a beautiful lady such as yourself. You bow to her. I had a nickel for time Seira calls me beautiful in the story. I would be rich. Sarah's not. I'm not calling myself beautiful. It's you. It's you, the reader. The reader is calling me beautiful. Calling Seira beautiful. Let's see. Gotta think on this. Gotta get our thinking caps on. For the next part of the story. So far, a little recap of what's happened. It's Valentine's Day. You went to a supermarket for some duck meat because, you know, who knows what will happen today, right? Maybe you'll get a date. And you gotta be prepared for a date, you know? You gotta make some duck meat for your dates. You know, what if she's allergic to ducks? Well, whatever. Anyways. And then, what's it called? And then, you know, you're about to reach out for the duck meat. But then suddenly, out of nowhere, you get hit with a hammer on the head. And then you stumble, and then you look up, and you see the most gorgeous, beautiful, amazing, awesome, badass-looking woman you've ever seen in your life. And standing there with a hammer in her hand. And then, you know, you question to yourself, what the heck? And then she just reaches out for the, what's it called? For the duck meats. And then you're like, no way, Jose, that's my duck meat. And then you go to punch her with your fist, which, you know, is kind of stupid because you brought your fist to a hammer fight. And then she, you know, and then the beautiful lady, you know, what's it called? Bam! And then the beautiful lady just destroys your fist, your clenched fist with her hammer. And then you know, she runs away with the duck meats without paying. And then the alarms ring because, you know, the beautiful lady left without paying for her stuff, you know? And then the police cops come, because you know there's a man right there writhing in pain, writhing in pain, because you know his hand was just broken. And then you know, fast forward to later in the day, you walk out of the you know, cops building after giving a testimony or whatever it's called, and then you know your hand is in a cast because you know it broke. Boo-hoo. And then you just spy her with your eyes, talking to a gaggle of crows, and then you're like, what the heck? And then you hide in the bushes because you know you're kind of creepy, low-key. And then you see her teaching her crows how to steal money from passerbys, and you're like, oh my god, she's so beautiful. And then you show yourself, and then you ask for her to be your Valentine's, and then she says, and then you ask, what can I do for you to be my Valentine's? And then she says, castrate yourself. And then you say, no way, for real? And then you know, from there on, the story was about to become PG R-rated, and then you know we can't do that in a Seira Sitara stream. We can't become R-rated in a Seira Sitara stream, not yet, at least. So then you know, you're like, for real? And then she's like, haha, no, ha 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 ha. And then you're like, ha 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 as well. And then you know, she gives you her name, which is Seira Sitara. And then you're like, wow, what an amazing name, just for such an amazing, awesome person. Wow. And yeah, that's how far we are right now. That's how far we are right now. Lol, how fitting story. Name, spoiler, and it's Seira all along. Well, it is a Seira Sitara X reader fanfiction, come on. Let's see. Oh shit. And then from here, what do we do? Where do we go from here? It's not like she agreed to become your Valentine's yet, right? So we still have like half the story left. What a beautiful name, befitting for a beautiful lady such as yourself. We bow to her. Oh, that bow is not enough. That bow is not enough. Enough. Present me. Present me with a gift. With a gift. She says firmly, looking at you with such intensity in her beautiful, in her doe-like in her doe-like beautiful eyes. Of course. But of course. You say, of course. You say as you take out $1,000 bill. $1,000 bill out of your wallet. Just then, a group of 7-foot-tall sewer rats come out of the sewer hole thingy. What would they do? Why would they come? Is this becoming a fantasy or something? Come on, you gotta keep this realistic right now. You gotta keep this real. Okay, come on. Of course, you say as you take out $1,000 bill out of your wallets. Okay, fine. Just then, just as you handed her the bill, and she pocketed it. We'll figure it out. A group of 7-foot-tall sewer rats climb out of the sewage out of the sewer hole thingy. Out of the sewer hole thingy near you. Sewer hole in front of you. In front of you both. What the hell? You scream in astonishment. Astonishment. Not today, sewer rats. I've been waiting for you. I've been expecting you. Expecting you. Seira says. Seira yells. Seira says. As she looks at them in determination. Now! Go for it! My murder of crows! Just like I taught you. Now from here it's gonna become PG-18, not gonna lie. Not PG-18, it's gonna become a little bit bloody. Just like I taught you. Now go forth, my murder of crows, just like I taught you. The crows the crows flock to the sewer rats. In high speed. Your eyes can't keep up with them. Your eyes can't keep up with their pace. Then Seira thinks, how we should assess the situation. 1, we could talk to them. 2, we can fight them. Pocket assault. 3, Seira walks off with the rats. Well, no, we're doing this, you know, this is what we're doing. I've already written it out. I've already thought it out. The crows flock to the sewer rats in high speed. Your eyes can't keep up with their pace. They tear into the rat flesh, tearing the rats apart in such a bloody, gory sight. Gory sights. I walk with the rats. They didn't hit me with a hammer or steal my duck. How dare you? How dare you? I had to hit you with the hammer. It wasn't my fault. You know, it's like, it wasn't my fault I had to hit you with a hammer. You were about to hit me with a fist. Come on, you were about to punch me. You were about to punch a young lady. You should be ashamed of yourself, actually. Now that I think about it. Let's see. They tear into the rat flesh, tearing the rats apart in such a bloody, gory sight. Wowzers. Wowzers. You mumble. Staring at the bloody sights of Seira. The blood of the rats got on her. Let's see. Wowzers, you mumble, staring at the bloody side of Seira. The rats' dead bodies disappear, and so does the blood on the ground. On the ground, cause you know, gotta keep the city clean and all that. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. You hand Seira another $1,000 bill. Oh my god, hello Aurora, how's it going? Happy birthday to your nephew. Thank you. My nephew says thank you. Oh no, he doesn't say it. I can't, because I didn't tell him right now. But you know, he'll say thank you. He'll probably think in his head, like I don't know, 5-10 years in the future when he's not 1 year old. Thank you. No, that's what he'll probably think. You hand Sarah another $1,000 bill, just because she's just so beautiful, you know. She's so beautiful, you know. You hand Sarah another $1,000 bill just because she's so beautiful, you know. What will it take to get you to be my Valentine? Valentine, you question as you get on your knees. As you get on your knees, begging her. Well, you can start. Well, you can start with you can start with feeding my crows the remaining duck meats. She hands you. She says, handing you the rest of the raw duck meats in her hand. Another $1,000. God, what do we do for work? What do you do for work? I don't know. Use your imagination. You're not rich enough to be handing another $1,000 bill. That's for sure. That's for sure. Let me drink some water real quick. Oh my god, I need to. Okay. Let's see. My crow's remaining duck meat. You said, of course. Of course. You say enthusiastically. Enthusiastically. Snatching the duck meats with eager hands. As you feed the remaining duck meat to the crows. Duck, y'all making Chinese food here? No, we're feeding the crows. Let's see. As you feed the remaining duck meat to the crows, you see Sarah. Reaching into your pockets for your wallet. She pulls out another $2,000 bills and puts your wallet back into your pockets. You don't mind. You don't mind because even though you work as a low... What do you do for work? What do you guys do for work? As a minimum wage barista, you'd give all the money you have. For some reason. You have. For some reason. Gosh darn, was she beautiful? Darn, was she beautiful? Was she beautiful as hell? Gosh darn, was she beautiful? The story is a One Punch Man plot, and I love it. Let's see. As you finish up feeding the crows, Seira gets up from the bench she was sitting on and shoos the crows away. The crows away with the flick of her hand. The flick of her hand. God damn, was she cool. Damn, was she cool. I know. And shoot the crows away with the flick of her hand. God damn, was she cool or what? Come on. Come on. I shall let you take me to dinner. It is Valentine's Day, after all. She says benevolently. Oh my goodness gracious. Was this really happening? Is this really happening? Am I finally going to get a Valentine's dates after all these years? Golly! Golly! You think to yourself excited? Oh shit. Golly! You think to yourself excitedly? Well, excitedly. Jumping up and down. Excitedly jumping up and down. We then wake up and our 6 pets wake us up. It shows Seira Italian brain rots. See how she Italian brain rots. Even in fictional stories, Seira is still a jobless. How dare you! I'm rich in joy and whimsy. Huh. Let's see. We then wake up and are no, that's not how it's gonna end. You won't wake up. Seira is not a figment of your imagination. How dare you! Huh. How dare you! I'm not a figment of your imagination. Oh my goodness gracious, is this really happening? Am I finally going to get a Valentine's Day after all these years? Golly! You think to yourself excitedly, jumping up and down. Then what happens? Then what happens? Let's see. She's our thinking cap. Okay. Am I finally going to get a Valentine's Day after all these years? Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button. By the way, make sure to hit that like button, please. I would really appreciate it, as it really does indeed help. Anyways, where were we? Then go to the gas station to scratch lotto tickets. That is a good idea. Wait. She says, holding up a hand. first we must make a pit stop. Pit stop. Oh, okay. Sure, why not? Sure. The beautiful lady leads you to a gas station. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? You think to yourself. You see Seira. Seira, stop at the counter. You see Seira stop at the counter and talk to the cashier. He slips, what's it called? He slips out a lotto ticket and hands it to her. Oi! She says. Oh shit. She says. Oi! She says. Give me some. I don't know. How much does a lotto ticket cost, chat? 20 bucks? 40 bucks? Some 20 bucks for a lotto ticket. Will ya? Of course, my lady. Of course, my lady. I say as I enthusiastically hand her my goodness, this is not easy. Enthusiastically hand her a $20 bill. Where are you getting all this money from, guys? Do we win or lose? We'll see. We'll see. Another $1,000 bill. Another $1,000 bill. You don't got any more of those. There took them all. There took them all from your wallet. We level out pickpocket skill. Level our pick up to 100. Take back our money and make her pay for dinner, or else we excuse ourselves to the bathroom. No, you guys are not the winners here, okay? You guys are not the winners here. I am. I'm the winner in this story, okay? Of course, my lady, he says as you enthusiastically hand her a $20 bill. Nice. She says. Nice. As you guys walk out of the out of the gas station, Seira scratches. Seira, how do people know if they win? Seira scratches her tickets and rushes back inside quickly. You glance through the window of the gas station, wondering why she rushed inside. Wondering why she rushed inside? Come on. You see her pull out a gun. Here, pull out a gun and talk. And you see her and threat. And the cashier cowers under her powerful and beautiful and might I add, beautiful. Beautiful glare. He hands her all the money in the register. And in the cash register. Oh. Oh. Oh shit. You think to yourself? You think to yourself? Oh, you think to yourself? Seira trots back. Seira trots back outside. Seira trots back outside, singing. Tra la 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 la. Sing tra la la. Oops, I need another A. Very beautifully. Did you just threaten the dude with a gun? You find yourself asking. The climax is reaching, by the way, chat. Yeah, so? She says, blinking at you in confusion. Noise. Can I borrow? Noise. Can I borrow? Can I borrow $5? Sigh, if you must. If you must, she sighs. She sighs. Handing you a crisp $5 bill. Golly gee, thanks. Golly gee, thanks. You thank her profusely. Seira's become Harley Quinn in 2 sentences. You think her profusely? It's nothing. It's nothing. A crow. You spy a crow. You spy a crow from across the horizon. I don't know where I'm going with this. From the horizon. Approaching you guys. Approaching you two. The crow. The crow drops $100 bill into Seira's. This is how I get my money, guys. This is how I make my money, okay? Seira's outstretched hand. Flying away quickly. Oh shit, okay, let's see. Flying away quickly. Thanks, Alexander. That's the crow's name. Alexander. Seira shouts to the crow. This woman. Let's see. This woman keeps getting beautifuler. Beautifuler by the second. You think to yourself. You think to yourself, oh my god, I need to stretch my back. Oh, okay. We're getting back to the plot now, okay? This woman keeps getting beautifuler by the second. You think to yourself, it's time. It's time. You drop down onto one knee. Onto one knee. A ring box in your in your outstretched hand. Outstretched hand. Seira Sitara. Will you make me the happiest person alive? Alive and marry me? Dude. I don't even know your name yet. She says, looking confused. Looking beautifully confused. Beautifully confused. Confused. Dude, I don't even know your name yet, she says, looking beautifully confused. So, oh my god, why is it capitalized? So, good points. Good points. She says, snatching the diamond ring from your outstretched hand. From your hand. We didn't confess we are a wizard and we have a magic wand as a finger? No, that's not gonna happen. The story is reaching the end. It's gonna be low impact. It's a low impact climax. Oh my god. The story is almost reaching the end. Let's see, how many pages do we have? 11 pages. I mean, to be fair, it is 18 fonts, so... Let's see. Good point, she says, snatching the diamond from your hand. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Just then... Wee woo! Wee woo! Wee woo! We say our name and it is John Cena. John Cena! Fun fact, guys! John Cena follows me on Twitter! No biggie. He follows a million other people, but... but still. He follows me on Twitter, guys. John Cena, me and John Cena, we're like besties. We're like best pals. No, he's gonna be at our wedding, actually. Let's see. Let me get some water. Seira then finds out we have generational debt and she breaks up with us. How do you have $1,000 in your pockets then? Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. The police. The coppers! Oh, fuck. The coppers. Seira screeches. Seira screeches. Screeches? How do we spell it? Seira screeches. R.I.P. John Cena. If you know, you know. Ugh. It's okay. He's still a phenomenal actor and he's still a phenomenal, wrestler. That's all right. Seira, you gotta show us that on Discord. Show you guys that on Discord. Okay. Oh, fuck the coppers, Seira screeches. As she starts running away. You're left alone. You're left alone in the, what's it called? You're left alone in the gas station parking lots. Staring at the you're left alone at the gas station parking lot, staring at the empty spot she was in. You didn't even get her number. You didn't even get her number yet. I guess I was always meant to be was always meant to be alone on Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day, you think to yourself dejectedly. Yourself dejectedly. You trudge on back home. You trudge on back home in sorrow. In sorrow. Walking 40 miles to your home because the beautiful woman took your car. As you crack open a cold one, you turn on the TV. On the TV, there she was, Seira Sitara. Her mugshot was staring at you with those beautiful, otherworldly eyes of hers. Shit, wait. Eyes of hers. Oh, what could have been. What could have been. You think dejectedly. Little did you know. Your life was about to get a whole lot more interesting. As a crow stares through your window. As a crow stares through your window. Stared through your window. As a crow stared through your window. As a crow stares. Little did you know your life was about to get a whole lot more interesting as a crow stares through your window. And then that's where we end it. That's where we end it, guys. Why do we end it here? Because it's called Next Valentine's Day. The end. The end? Is it really the end, or will it to be continued? To be continued. To be continued. You gotta find out next Valentine's Day. Let's see. The end. To be continued. Absolute cinema. Heck yeah, it was. It's not over yet. You guys gotta find out what happens next Valentine's Day. Anyways, let's go over the story real quick. Let's go over what we have. Today at the supermarkets, a young person, you, stumbles inside, distraught. It was Valentine's Day, and even though you had no dates as of yet, who knows when another young person will confess to you today? Not you, that's for sure. That's why you had to have something prepared for this totally upcoming date, because surely you won't be single for long, right? I mean, it's Valentine's Day after all. You look far and wide for the specific type. You looked far and wide for the specific type of meat you wanted, which is duck meat, cause who doesn't love duck meats? Anyways, you finally find it hiding under the regular beef meat. Just as you were about to reach for it, something hit you over the head, making you stumble a few steps away from the meat. Can you read this story in a southern accent? I'll try. What the duck? You think to yourself as you feel a bump growing on your head? And there she was, the most beautifulest, gorgeous, awesome. I can't do a southern accent, guys. I can't do a southern accent. What time is it? We get the John Cena roots? Are we part of the nation? It's a to be continued. You guys will have to find out what happens next Valentine's Day. Let's see. Gorgeous, awesome looking, especially with that half and half two-toned colored hair woman you have ever laid your peasant-like eyes upon. Oh my goodness, she's so beautiful, you thought to yourself. But what was it that hit me? And there it was, in that gorgeous woman's hand. A hammer. A hammer? What the heck? You thought to yourself, this woman might be the most beautiful, gorgeous, and I no otherworldly being I've ever laid my eyes upon, but she must be batshit insane. Let me correct this real quick. What the duck was that for? Yell at her, cause dude, what the heck? That's the last meat duck. That's the last duck meats. She simply says as she reaches out for the same duck meat your peasantly hands were reaching out for. Did you say what? You say with your face, cause question mark. You see her hands almost reaching for the duck meats, and you stumbled into action. You spy in the corner of your eyes your own clenched fist. An idea pops into your head. A stupid one, you lament later. You're gonna punch her, you decided. You let out a very lame battle cry as you get ready for war. For the duck meats! You think to yourself, what the shit? You hear her mumble as she readies her own weapon, the hammer. Yeah, just as you were about to duck her in the face, she sprung into action. Holy shit! You scream as the hammer slams onto your fist. It was broken. Your fist, that was. Anyways, she grabs the duck meat and runs off, but not before leaving the evidence, the hammer, in her wake. You see her run out of the supermarket without paying, and alarms ring as people start to corner you. Fuck, you murmur to yourself, my meat. And not the type you're thinking. Ha ha ha. Let's see. You're thinking. Anyways, afterwards, while you were walking out of the police station for questioning and telling the cops about the woman's beautiful features, you glance across the streets. What the heck? There was she. Come on. Why didn't you guys tell me? There she was, talking to crows. What the duck? You come closer to her discreetly without making any noise, so as not to alert her of your presence. Pick up that money, you hear her tell the murder of crows as she dangles pieces of raw duck meat in the air. One of the crows picked up the $1 bill on the ground and handed it to her with his beak. Good job, she says, as she feeds the crow with the pieces of duck meat. Is she teaching the crows how to steal money from passerbys? What the heck? I think I might be in love. You think to yourself, You make yourself known from the bushes because you're low-key kind of creepy like that, but that's okay because aren't we all? Oh my god! Beautiful, the woman screeches. Beautiful blue-colored hair from one side whipping back as she turns her head to look at you. Hello dear, thou the loveliest of ladies, thou hast ever laid mine eyes upon it. I am here to ask you to be my Valentines, if you would be so willing, my lady, you say as you get on one knee, your casted hand dangling down your side as the murder of crows look upon the scene with confused ferocity. What? You hear her mumble under her breath as she looks at you. Oh, what gorgeous eyes! You think to yourself, what have I done to be so deserving of being looked at with those heavenly eyes of hers? You stare at her intensely, kinda looking like a murderer, Loki. Prove yourself to be worthy of my hand, she says. What must I do? You ask the lovely lady, whose name you still do not know. Castrate yourself, she simply says. What? Castrate yourself. Surely you must be jesting, you say as you break out into cold sweats. I am, she says benevolently. Ha 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 ha. You burst out into laughter at her hilarious joke. Ha 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 ha. She joins in human laughter. I am Seira Sitara, she says, giving you her name. What a beautiful name, befitting for a beautiful lady such as yourself. You bow to her. That bow is not enough. Present me with a gift, she says firmly, looking at you with such intensity in her doe-like beautiful eyes. Of course, you say as you take out a $1,000 bill out of your wallet. Just as you handed her the bill and she pocketed it, a group of 7-foot sewer rats climbed out of the sewer hole thingy in front of you both. What the hell? You scream in astonishment. I've been expecting you, Seira says as she looks at them in determination. Now, go forth, my murder crows! Just like I taught you, my murder of crows. The crows flock to the sewer rats at high speed. Your eyes can't keep up with their pace. They tear into the rat flesh, tearing the rats apart in such a bloody, gory sight. Wowzers, you mumble, staring at the bloody side of Seira. The blood of the rats got on her. The rats' dead bodies disappear, and so does the blood on the ground, cause, you know, gotta keep the city clean and all that. Gotta keep the city clean, my goodness. Clean and all that. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. You hand Seira another $1,000 bill just because she's just so beautiful, you know? So beautiful. So, what will it take you to get you to be my Valentine? You question as you get on your knees, begging her. Well, you can start with feeding my crows the remaining duck meat, she says, handing you the rest of the raw duck meat in her hand. Of course, you say enthusiastically, snatching the duck meats with eager hands. As you feed the remaining duck meats to the crows, you see Seira reaching into your pockets for your wallet. She pulls out another $2,000 bills and puts her wallet back in your pocket. You don't mind, because even though you work as a minimum wage barista, you'd give her all the money you have for some reason. Gosh darn, was she beautiful. As you finish up feeding the crows, Seira gets up from the bench she was sitting on and shooed the crows away with a flick of her hands. God damn, was she cool or what? Come on, I shall let you take me to dinner. It is Valentine's Day after all, she says benevolently. Oh my goodness gracious, is this really happening? Am I finally going to get a Valentine's date after all these years? Golly! You think to yourself, excitedly jumping up and down. Wait, she says, holding up a hand. First, we must make a pit stop. Oh, okay, sure. The beautiful lady leads you to a gas station. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, you think to yourself. You see Seira stop at the counter and talk to the cashier. He slips out a lotto ticket and hands it to her. Hey, she says, give me some, I don't know, 20 for this lotto ticket, will ya? Of course, my lady, you say as you enthusiastically hand her a $20 bill. Nice. As you guys walk out of the gas station, Seira scratches her ticket and rushes back inside quickly. You glance through the windows of the gas station, wondering why she rushed back inside. You see her pull out a gun and threaten the cashier. The cashier cowers under her powerful and, might I add, beautiful glare. He hands her all the money in the cash register. Oh, you think to yourself. Seira trots back outside, singing tra-la-la-la-la-la-la very beautifully. Did you just threaten the dude with a gun? You find yourself asking. Yeah, so? She says, blinking at you in confusion. Noise, can I borrow $5? If you must. She sighs, handing... If you must. Sigh. She sighs, handing you a crisp $5 bill. Golly gee, thanks! You thank her profusely. It's nothing. What is this? You spy a crow from the horizon approaching you two. The crow drops a $100 bill into Seira's outstretched hand, flying away quickly. Thanks, Alexander! She shouts to the crow. This woman keeps getting beautifuler by the second, you think to yourself. It's time! You drop down onto one knee, a ring box in your outstretched hand. Seira Sitara, will you make me the happiest person alive and marry me? Dude, I don't even know your name yet, she says, looking beautifully confused. So? Good point, she says, snatching the diamond ring from your hand. Oh, fuck! The coppers! Seira screeches as she starts running away. You're left alone in the gas station parking lot, staring at the empty spot she was in. You didn't even get her number yet. I guess I was always meant to be alone on Valentine's Day, you think to yourself dejectedly. You trudge on back home. You trudge back home in sorrow, walking 40 miles to your home because the beautiful woman took your car. As you crack open a cold one, you turn on the TV. There she was, Seira Sitara. Her mugshot was staring at you with those beautiful, otherworldly eyes of hers. Oh, what could have been, you think dejectedly. Little did you know, your life was about to get a whole lot more interesting. As a crow stared through your window. The end. Or is it? To be continued. Dun dun dun! And that is the end of this fanfiction. Seira Sitara X Reader fanfiction. That is the end. Well, not the end, and it's also, you gotta come back next Valentine's Day to see the rest, Yeah. Let me read the comments. Can you read this? Are we part of the Sin Nation? Kinda, that worked. Lost duck meat and fist got a hammer. I see this as a win. Is it? This is the best Valentine's love fiction ever. Can we see the story in Wingdings fonts after you read? Wingdings? Let me check. I can try. I don't know how. Let's see. I gotta... Wingdings. Let me check. Let me see. Fanfic me is low-key kinda creepy. Lol. Fanfic me is rich. Good lord, I'm a simp. That you are. That you are. Wingdings. Let's see. Oh shit. Wingdings. Wingdings. Can I search it up? There is no Wingdings. Oh, Wind Song? Which one? Winky Sands? Which one? Twinkle Star, Winky, Row, Trade Winds? What was it called? Wingdings. I can't find that font. Can I tell my duck meat joke now? Sure, why not? You can tell your duck meat joke. Fine, I'll allow it. I shall allow it. We can try Twinkle Star. Trade Wings, Wind Song. I don't see any Wingdings. Come on. Dang, Sarah ain't got Wingdings. Yeah, there's no Wingdings. There's no word of the day today either. Why? Because it's a Valentine's Day special. You guys already got your, you guys already got your daily dose of literacy because of this fanfiction we wrote, We named it Seira Sitara X Reader. Okay, okay. Twinkle Star, do it. Twinkle Star. Okay, okay. I gotta drag this up again. Twinkle Star. Got it, got it, got it. Let's see. More fonts. Done. Today at this it's like it's like when a teenage girl is writing in her diary. So you ask someone if they ever tried duck meat before, and if you say no, you say duck down and try this meat. Okay. Okay, duck down and try this meat. Okay. That's kind of good. That is kind of good, I won't lie. No, that's kind of a good joke. That's actually a pretty good joke, I'm not gonna lie. You have earned my respect. You're welcome. But yeah, how's today's fanfiction? Give me a... Was it a 10 out of 10? Was it an 11 out of 10? How'd you like it? Let me do a poll real quick. Let me do a poll, actually. What are you doing, boy? I've already done it. What do you mean, what are you doing? I've already done it. Let's see. Was this... I've already written it. Fanfiction dope or nah? You guys gotta answer the poll. Is fanfiction dope or nah? Yes or no? Guys, let me send this to the no comments. What do you mean no comments? What do you mean no comments? You guys can't do a no comments. Come on. Oh, you're a lot late. Wait, let me just download this. I don't want to dox myself. Let me download this and send it to the, what's it called? Download started. Okay, okay. You missed the goofiest fanfic ever. Goofiest fan. Do I have to do a read along once more? Do I have to do another read along? Oh my god. I don't know. I just got here. Oh my god. Why is everyone so late? Do I have to do another read along? My goodness. I'll show you my cats. It's on the counter. I have to do another read along? My goodness. Hey, out. You put it up there. Yeah, read it in a silly voice. Be silly voice. I don't know how to do it in a silly voice. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Today at the supermarkets, a young person, you, stumbles inside distraught. It was Valentine's Day, and even though you had no idea, no dates as of yet, who knows when another young person will confess to you today? Not you, that's for sure. That's why you had to have something prepared for this totally upcoming date, because surely you won't be single for long, right? I mean, it is Valentine's Day after all. Hold the fuck up. Who voted no? Who voted no? Reveal yourself. Huh. You looked far and wide for the specific type of meat you wanted, which was duck meat, cause who doesn't love duck meat? Anyways, you finally find it hiding under the regular beef meats. Just as you were about to reach out for it, something hit you over the head, making you stumble a few steps away from the meats. What the duck? You think to yourself as you feel a bump growing on your head? And there she was, the most beautifulest, gorgeous, awesome looking, especially with that half and half two-tone color hair, woman you have ever laid your eyes upon. Woman. Lays your peasant-like eyes upon. Let's see. Oh my goodness, she's so beautiful, you thought to yourself, but what was it that hit me? And there it was, in that gorgeous woman's hand, a hammer. A hammer? What the heck? You thought to yourself, this woman might be the most beautiful, gorgeous, and I know otherworldly being I've ever laid my eyes upon, but she must be batshit insane. What the duck was that for? You yell at her, cause dude, what the heck? That's the last duck meat, she simply says as she reaches out for the same duck meat your peasantly hands were reaching for. Out for question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark? You say with Your face. My face. Oh my god, why am I just seeing this? All these spelling errors. You see her hands almost reaching for the duck meats, and you stumble into action. You spy in the corner of your eyes your own clenched fist. An idea pops into your head. A stupid one, you lament later. You're gonna punch her, you decided. You let out a very lame battle cry as you get ready for war. For the duck meat, you think to yourself. No! What the shit? You hear her mumble as she readies for her own weapon, the hammer. Just as you were about to deck her in the face, she sprung into action. Holy shit! You scream as the hammer slams onto your fist. It was broken. Your fist, that was. Anyways, she quickly grabs the duck meat and runs off, but not before leaving the evidence, the hammer, in her wake. You see her run out of the supermarket without ping, and the alarm rings as people start to corner you. So fuck, you murmur to yourself. My meat. And not the type you're thinking. Afterwards, while you are walking out of the police station for questioning and telling the cops about the woman's beautiful features, you glance across the streets. There she was, talking to crows. What the heck? You come closer to her, discreetly, without making any noise, so as not to alert her of your presence. Pick up that money, you hear her tell the murder of crows as she dangles pieces of raw duck meat in the air. One of the crows picked up the $1 bill on the ground and handed it to her with his beak. Good job, she says as she feeds the crow with a piece of duck meats. Is she teaching the crows how to steal money from passerbys? What the heck? I think I might be in love, you think to yourself. I need some water for real. Hold up. Ahem. You make yourself known from the bushes because you're low-key kind of creepy like that, but that's okay because aren't we all? Oh my god! The woman screeches. Beautiful blue-colored hair from one side whipping back as she turns her head to look at you. Hello there, thou'st the loveliest of ladies thou hast ever laid mine eyes upon. I am here to ask you to be my Valentines if you would be so willing, my lady. You say as you get on one knee, your casted hand dangling down your side as a murder of crows look upon the scene with confused ferocity. What? You hear her mumble under her breath as she looks at you. Oh, what gorgeous eyes, you think to yourself. What have I done to be so deserving of being looked at upon with those heavenly eyes of hers? You stare at her intensely, kind of looking like a murderer, low-key. Prove yourself to be worthy of my hand, she says. What must I do? You ask the lovely lady whose name you still do not know. Castrate yourself. What? Castrate yourself. Surely you must be jesting, you say as you break out into cold sweats. I am, she says as she benevolently. What the heck? Why am I just looking at these spelling mistakes? Ha 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 ha. You burst out into laughter at her hilarious joke. Ha 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 ha. She joins you in laughter. I am Seira Sitara, she says, giving you her name. What a beautiful name, befitting for a beautiful lady such as yourself. You bow to her. That bow was not enough. Present me with a gift, she says firmly, looking at you with such intensity in her doe-like beautiful eyes. Of course, you say as you take out a $1,000 bill out of your wallets. Just as you handed her the bill, she pocketed it. A group of 7-foot-tall sewer rats climb out of the sewer hole thingy in front of you both. What the hell? You scream in astonishment. I've been expecting you, Seira says as she looks at them in determination. Now, go forth, my murder of crows, just like I taught you! The crows flock to the sewer rats at high speed. Your eyes can't keep up with their pace. They tear into the rat flesh, tearing the rats apart in such bloody, gory sights. Wowzers, you mumble, staring at the bloody sight of Seira. The blood of the rats got onto her. The rats' dead bodies disappear, and so does the blood on the ground, cause, gotta keep the clean and all that. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. You hand Sarah another $1,000 bill just because she's so beautiful, you know? What will it take to get you to be my Valentine? You question as you get on your knees, begging her. Well, you can start with feeding my crows the remaining duck meat, she says, handing you the rest of the raw duck meat in her hand. Of course, you say enthusiastically, snatching the duck meat with eager hands. As you feed the remaining duck meat to the crows, you see Sarah reaching into your pockets for your wallets. She pulls out another $2,000 bills and puts your wallet back into your pockets. You don't mind, because even though you work as a minimum wage barista, you'd give her all the money you have for some reason. Gosh darn, was she beautiful! As you finish up feeding the crows, Sarah gets up from the bench she was sitting on and shooed the crows away with a flick of her hand. God damn, was she cool or what? Come on, I shall let you take me to dinner. It is Valentine's Day after all, she says benevolently. Oh my goodness gracious, is this really happening? Am I finally going to get a Valentine's Day after all these years? Golly! You think to yourself excitedly, jumping up and down. Wait, she says, holding up a hand. First, we must make a pit stop. Oh, okay, sure. The beautiful lady leads you to the gas station. What are we doing here, you think to yourself. See Sarah stop at the counter and talk to the cashier. He slips out a lotto ticket and hands it to her. Oi, she says, give me some, I don't know, $20 for this lotto ticket, will you? Of course, my lady, you say as you enthusiastically hand her a $20 bill. Nice. As you guys walk out of the gas station, Sarah scratches her ticket and rushes back inside quickly. You glance through the window of the gas station, wondering why she rushed inside? Rushed back inside? Back. Oh my goodness. Rushed. Ugh. Back inside. You see her pull out a gun and threaten the cashier. The cashier cowers under her powerful and, might I add, beautiful glare. He hands her all the money in the cash register. Oh, you think to yourself. Sarah trots back outside singing tra-la-la-la-la-la-la very beautifully. Did you just threaten the dude with a gun? You find yourself asking. Yeah, so? She says, blinking at you in confusion. Noise, can I borrow $5? If you must, she sighs, handing you a crisp $5 bill. Golly gee, thanks, you thank her profusely. It's nothing. You spy a crow from the horizon approaching you two. The crow drops a $100 bill into Sarah's outstretched hand, flying away quickly. Thanks, Alexander, Sarah shouts to the crow. This woman keeps getting beautifuler by the second, you think to yourself. It's time. You drop down onto one knee, a ring box in your outstretched hand. Seira Sitara, will you make me the happiest person alive and marry me? Dude, I don't even know your name yet, she says, looking beautifully confused. So? Good point, she says, snatching the diamond ring from your outstretched hand. Wee-woo, wee-woo, wee-woo. Oh, fuck, the coppers! Sarah screeches as she starts running away. You're left alone in the gas station parking lot, staring at the empty spot she was in. You didn't even get her number yet. I guess I was always meant to be alone on Valentine's Day, you think to yourself dejectedly. You trudge back home in sorrow, walking 40 miles to your home because the beautiful woman took your car. As you crack open a cold one, you turn on the TV. There she was, Seira Sitara. Her mugshot was staring at you with those beautiful, otherworldly eyes of hers. Oh, what could have been? You think dejectedly. Little did you know, your life was about to get a whole lot more interesting as a crow stared through your window. The end. Or is it? To be continued. Dun dun dun. You gotta find out next Valentine's Day. Oh my god. I voted yes and no, and so cancel out. How dare you? What the heck? Why am I getting so many no's now? This is a masterpiece. Stop it. Stop voting no. Let's see. I had a few contributions to the story. I won't let you figure out. I voted no. I don't like her depicting us as simps for her when she broke our hand. Lol. What do you mean? What do you mean? Let's see. Wow, this is long. It's perfectly long. You know, it's a part. You know, it's like those movie parts that, like, you know, this is just half of it. Guys gotta find out what happens next. You guys gotta find out what happens next. Next Valentine's Day. Let me download this. Let me send this to the Discord now. We'll send this to the Discord server. I'm not gonna remember this next Valentine's. Well, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to. Let's see. Let me post this into this. Let's see. Where is it? Upload a file. Open. Bam. Let me post it in post 2, in YouTube posts. You know, let's see. Where is it? Where is it? You know, for your viewing. For your viewing. Let's see. Let's see. How do I do it? How do I do it? Oh, there. I think that's how I do it. Right? How do I add a file? Can I add a file? I don't think I can. Let me see. Can I just do a copy link? How do I add a PDF? 7 out of 10. It's an 11 out of 10 at best. Come on. Let's see. How do I add? Oh my god, I gotta figure this out. Video, quiz, text, file, image. Let's see. How to add? I got this, guys. I got this. What if I just drop it down? Nope, I can't. Let's see. This text, full image. Can I just, what's it called? Can I just move, add version history, make available offline, language, face up, print, details, rename, download. What if I just share it? What if I just share it? Let me just share it. Anyone with the link? Wait, actually. Anyone with the link? Okay, copy link. And then, yeah, I think I can just share it on the YouTube post. Now, for your general viewing, okay, bam. Oh shit, I can't. Oh wait, I can. Yeah, okay. I think this is nice. I think this is it. You guys can see it, right? I'm not accidentally doxing myself, am I? I mean, it's my email, but my email is public, you know? I have my email in my dinghy, you know? It's a business email. You guys can see it, right? Good. Noise. Okay. I'm not revealing anything private, am I? Let me check. You guys can't edit it, right? No. Okay. Bam, there we go. What a nice, what's it called? What a nice stream today, isn't it? What a nice stream indeed. But yeah, that's it for tonight's stream. Tomorrow we're doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels. Most likely, we're probably going to be doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels tomorrow. So yeah, I look forward to that. And yeah, happy Valentine's Day! You know, hopefully you guys weren't lonely on Valentine's Day, you know? But yeah, good night, sleep tight, and don't let the demons bite. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye! Let me know if I'm accidentally doxing myself or something.